What's up, guys? This is a very late video. I haven't had a chance to edit anything because my MacBook has decided that it's full up of files, and so this video is coming to you a week too late. So I didn't get to vlog anything last week, which was my 9 weeks out officially, and so this is the 7 weeks out and 6 days until the show, 5 days even until the show. Today is Monday the 10th of April, and welcome to my floor. And there's a reason why I'm sat down here, which I'll explain in just a minute. But I just want to quickly give you guys an overview of what happened last week. So I didn't make any changes to my diet last week, and I dropped a few pounds. You know, my initial start of the week was quite flat in terms of my weight, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 pounds down on the scales, just like that. And I sometimes see that quite a lot when I'm dieting. Like my weight will be flat, and then suddenly it will just drop down. And I'm like, okay, cool. But one of the reasons is because I had a really good sleep. And whenever I sleep really well, I know I usually wake up lighter than when I'm sleeping for like 6 hours in a week. 187 pounds was like my ending week weight. But Sunday evening, Sunday night, I had a few too many grams of popcorn, overshot my carbs and my fats and my calorie intake, and woke up back at 190, which kind of sucks because see, I was seeing those changes. But I know it's not body fat because my body fat percentage is clearly lower because I look a lot leaner than I've ever looked this entire prep. I'm retaining a lot of water because of the sodium in the popcorn, and probably because of the fiber. Everybody messes up. Like, I'm no one perfect, and I want you guys to know I'm not going to hide the truth. And the truth is that I overate my calories, I messed up, and I'm telling you now. And so that's how life is, and sometimes you go through those kind of moments of weaknesses, but I'm doing something about it. And what I'm doing this week to try to rectify not doing that again is having a clear structure and a clear plan of meals, because I usually go for the flexible dieting approach and eat whatever's coming up and to kind of track it as I go along. But I want to stop the temptations and stop the uncontrollable eating through having a structure in place. So this week I'm trying out setting myself fairly rigid nutritional plans that I can follow and stick with to stop me from deviating away and trying to factor in food because I have a flexible approach. It also means that I'll be focusing more on food quality as opposed to just eating foods for their macros and their calories. So that's where I'm at right now. I am a lot leaner than I looked the previous week, so I'm happy despite the weight increase. In another video I'll show you guys exactly how I'm looking, but today it's about my training plan, what I'm following and how I'm training for the next 6.5, 7 weeks before the show. And so behind me I have a whiteboard out to show you exactly my training split right now, and what I've been following for about 6 months, and what I'll be switching to in the final 6 weeks. So 7 weeks and 5 days now, and then 6 weeks out I'll be switching things up. And let me show you guys what it looks like. So Monday for me is a push workout. So a push workout is any muscle that pushes away from your body. So chest and shoulders and triceps are typically your push muscles. My Monday is focused on more chest, and shoulders being the secondary muscle that I'm training. So I start off with a lot of like compounds on the chest, and with some isolations chucked in there, and then I move on to shoulders, which again more compounds with some isolations. So Monday's like my focused on my chest and shoulder focused workout. I see my chest and my shoulders fairly as a weak area, and so that's why I think starting off the week with the weaker body part is a really good idea. Tuesday is lower body, so legs, quads, hamstrings and calves. My legs respond really well to training, and so I only really need to train them once a week. And secondary, the competition, they're not going to be looking at my legs, so I can probably get away with a bit less volume on them for the sake of making my upper body grow, which is what I've always found hard. And so Wednesday is a pull day, so back, biceps and rear delts. So again, just trying to focus on making sure I get nice wide lats, thick back, you know, peak biceps, because all of those things are going to give your back and your body that symmetry. Thursday is usually just core workout, so nothing too strenuous, but I usually hit quite a heavy core session. And well, I say it wasn't quite strenuous. It's not strenuous in that it's not like a heavy compound day, but it's still quite intensive. And I try to focus on like similar hypertrophy training for my core. Fridays and the second push workout of the week, and so that will be shoulder focused, and then chest being the secondary muscle that I'm training. More so focused on the upper chest, the part of my chest that I feel is my weaker area. And then Saturday, it's just purely arms, biceps, triceps. And actually, I usually throw in some extra core on Saturday as well. So it's usually like some higher volume core stuff, higher reps. Sunday, it's a rest day. And I try to not do any kind of resistance training. I have been doing some cardio, but I also try to do some HIIT. And then I'm trying right now to aim for 3 HIIT sessions and 3 list sessions. And my list sessions, and hitting 10,000 daily steps. So that is my current training regime. My training right now is kind of hypertrophy and strength based. So anything from 6 up to 12 reps. And the odd kind of real high volume 15 reps just thrown in there just to keep the kind of calories burning and get that pump, so to speak. So that's kind of what I'm doing with my training. And then I add in HIIT cardio and list throughout the week. I usually add on HIIT at the end of leg day, while I don't want to do it the day after when my legs are just fried. So I tag it on the end of leg day, and then I normally dedicate it on another day. So like Thursday when I'm doing my core, I do HIIT, and then I save a HIIT session for the weekend. And then every day, 10,000 steps. I track my daily steps, and I try to hit a minimum of 10,000 as kind of like my general list for the week. And then if I can get in some extra walks, I will do so. But I'm doing lists outdoors. I don't like going on the treadmill for 45 minutes anymore. I just find that really boring. I just go outside, get a podcast in my ears, and I just walk as far as I can for 25 minutes and then walk back. That's my training, and that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'll be doing for the next 2 more weeks. But then after those 2 weeks, I will be following down to a T my brand new training program, Herculean, because I want to show you guys the effectiveness of Herculean and how much time and effort I've put into creating a program that I know is going to get you guys results too. And so I'll be hitting Herculean from 6 weeks out, because that's what it is, the 6-week program. And I'm really excited to show some of the workouts and give you guys some insight into what Herculean is and how it's going to help me get from where I'm going to be to where I want to be on stage in those 6 weeks. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at with my training, my physique update. I will update you guys in another vlog and show you how I'm looking with the time that I've got. I was feeling a little bit nervous the other day. Wasn't sure if I was going to make the right look for the stage in terms of like my body fat getting low enough. But I'm feeling a little bit more confident every single day that I see myself. You know, you have those ups and down days where you look at yourself and you're just not sure if you're going to make it. And some days you just feel really good when you look in the mirror. And I guess I've just had a lot more of the down days and not sure if I'm going to make it versus the up days. But I'm very optimistic about this prep, and having that structure set in place so to stop me from deviating away from my nutrition, I think is really going to help me, and being really accountable and knowing that I am going to be stepping on stage against Christian Guzman and competing in the US in a land that's not mine, where I don't know anybody really. It's making me real, focused now, and wanting to represent myself, represent the UK, represent bodybuilding.com, represent everything that I'm known for. I represent to the fullest, and that's why I'm going to give it my absolute all and make sure that I don't let myself down more than anything. So that's it. That's the update. I'm back on track with these vlogs. I want to aim for 2 to 3 a week, giving you guys a bit of insight into my training, my diet, my lifestyle, in and around the whole prep as well. I think this one is a long enough vlog, but next time, I've heard a lot of you guys asking for like a day of eating, so I think that'll be the next one, where I go through each meal by meal, how I'm eating for my prep, and my total daily calorie intake and macros. So far, I need a haircut. That's the plan this week. I know it's not very long to some of you guys, but this is long for me. I usually cut my hair every 7 to 10 days. And anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you found it interesting, and of course subscribe to my channel for more vlogs on this Summer Shredding Rival series, because I am coming to the US and I am gonna be shredded. Peace.